And we're here today with Ginelio Da Silva, the DJ and producer, and the Boot.
Yeah.
How you going, brother?
I'm good at yourself.
Fuck, man, it's cool to... So, disclaimer, this is our first fucking podcast that's not got to do with fitness. I'm fucking excited, but because every single week we speak about the same shit. We speak about... This is literally, think about it. Social media, steroids, diet, gym. That's it. That's all we fucking speak about.
Yeah. So
I'm a bit excited to get out of that.
I'm very excited not to talk about fucking Instagram.
100%.
How many calories, how much water do you have to drink as a DJ?
I think it's supposed to be 6 glasses a day, 7 glasses.
Yeah.
Well, they just drink They just drink brandy. That's
brandy boy.
So yeah, bro, literally, fuck, bro. I know we've been mates for a long time, but I don't know. I haven't asked him fucking these questions. But how exactly did you... Because listen, from the time I know you, we were always like talking about fucking music. You were always into music, obviously. But when was it? When did you decide? Okay, fuck this shit. I'm gonna make my own music, bro.
I don't know, like since I was a kid, I grew up listening to music. Not always like dance music, obviously. I mean, no one comes out the womb listening to dance music. But
techno fucking.
Like in my primary school, all my friends would like go back to their families on the weekends and like go into the townships and whatnot, and they'd tell me about all these house guys like Black Coffee and Shimza, and back then, I mean, they weren't like mainstream like they are now. And they would show me videos and I'd see it and I was like, shit, this is nice. But at the time I was listening to like Martin Garrix and all the rest.
Hey, and fucking David Guetta.
The first part of days, bro.
Jumping up
where
and
dancing
down.
was just this.
It was a workout day.
Fucking, that's heavy cardio, bro.
And then, just always liked it. And then, I still remember one of the first things I did was in FL Studio. It was like a YouTube video I watched.
Oh, yeah.
And I remade that Martin Garrix Animals melody in the FL Studio, like watching the video. And I thought I was going to be the next signing to, I don't know what, Ultra or something. And then from there, I just started learning more and more. And then, never stopped.
Fuck.
Don't plan on stopping.
That's fucking cool. Okay. And then tell me, so when you first started making, like when you first started, like you got your own fucking, what do you call it? Your own, I've gone blank. What do you fucking call those things that you fucking...
the mixer and shit.
The mixer, there we go. That's what I fucking meant to say.
The more you know.
Fucking marvelous. When you first got that, what did you first start making? Did you go straight to what you're making now, or were you making like fucking...
No, I first started, so that Martin Garrix, like I was trying to make EDM, that old school EDM sound, but I wasn't that good, obviously. I think I was like 13, 12 years old, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But then...
Fuck, I didn't realise that you started
yeah.
Okay.
And then I started with the Chanda Monkey and all that, so when he was big, I think I was like... I was 14 or so around then.
When Ty started coming up in the jaw, because you know Ty's about 150 years old now. Oh, no, sorry, 145.
I turned 19 on Tuesday.
Okay. So he's puss old, bro, that's what we're trying to say. And I think when it was true, your truth days, dude, Chanda Monkey was like...
he was a boy,
you're like, whoa.
He was everywhere, bro.
He was crazy. Even when I listen to those tracks now, they're crazy.
No, he's got some ones that still bang, bro. I still got a few on my playlist, bro.
Listen, bro, I'll tell you right now. If I hear fucking new Chanda Monkey song on the radio, I fucking switch that thing off so quickly. But when you listen to like his old shit, that shit.
And Vimo, bro. Remember Vimo?
Yeah,
he was a dog, dude, yeah.
Bro, there was a jewel we had at that Hotel Central jewel. You know that Hotel Central, not the rooftop, downstairs there by the grass. And Vimo played there. I don't think he was there with us that night.
I think we had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, we had a yes, yeah. And Vimo came on and we were like, fuck Vimo, he plays this like, yes, bro, he fucking plays.
No, he used to drag me into a couple dungeons, bro. He had a time where he was power, bro.
Is he still operating, bro, out of fucking China? Because I don't really hear much about it anymore.
Just don't follow it anymore.
Yeah, I don't follow that fucking, you know. Okay.
So talk to us with regards to, okay, cool, you start making music, start mixing, doing your thing. How did you make that step from there to like getting people to book you for gigs?
I won't lie, getting booked for gigs is still like, especially now, like just before lockdown started is probably when I started making the most moves and connections, and then everything got fucked out.
I remember that.
But as for me, it's just like becoming friends with most of the guys and going to the parties that they host. And I don't know, most of them I just became friends. Like, I didn't ever say, let me play. Like, there's a few guys that I've come across that would be like, even they would message the DJs and be like, let us play, try to get us on there. I don't know, I just always approached it from like being friends with the event organizers, and then eventually, obviously, it'll grow organically and they'll find out that you DJ and make music, and then it's a better relationship, I think, than begging them to play there.
100%. That's way better. Being mates with them, and then like think about it. Before, like we were saying, before lockdown, is what you were gonna play here, you're gonna play there, and then it all got fucked up because you were even supposed to play at Summit the other day.
Yeah, just in the beginning of this year.
Yeah,
but all those gigs got cancelled. Sadly.
That's a rough one.
I'll tell you a story. I know this is the Ginelio fucking podcast, but I'll tell you a story. So we went on the back. Well, he played at Matric Vac. What year was it? 2020? 19. 2019. So we went to go see him, bro, at Tiger. I'll never forget this fucking till the day I die. We go, and obviously this was like a big. He was playing at fucking Vac. It was like a big thing, bro. And
especially like when it's like, was it your Vac year? Oh, that's fucking unreal, bro.
So it was his Vac year.
Yeah, that's cool.
His Vac year, and he was playing at Tiger on. And the main night was the Tiger night, so it's not like it was Sound Factory.
Yeah, and it was Tiger.
It was a proper Tiger night. We got there. Ginelio, there was a guy before Ginelio. Literally, the hip hop upstairs was fucking bouncing, whatever. Downstairs, there was maybe 2 people listening to this other fucking China. I don't know who it was. I forgot. I
won't lie. I walked in with like a group of 10 people. That was powerful.
Yeah.
We were all staying together, so that was fun.
So we all walked in, whatever, together. So we were like, cool, whatever. Listen to this tune. We see Ginelio go up. Like, fuck, okay, this is the boy. And I honestly, listen, I'm gonna blow smoke up this guy's ass now. So he starts playing. I look behind me. There's fuck all people, bro. I'm like, fuck, bro. He's come all this way. This is like his biggest fucking
set
and like this is his time to fucking shine, bro. He's on back. And like, you know, the other DJs around, bro, I'm not even fucking with you. Within maybe 10 minutes into his set, I've never seen something like this. 10 minutes into his set, I look behind me, that whole fucking stage was like this, bro. Everyone was like fucking bumper to bumper. I'll never forget.
Still to this day, that was one of the best, the most fun gigs, because it was just fucking packed. I don't know what happened.
How crazy is that, bro?
Even
as he started playing,
you couldn't walk through the like upstairs, downstairs. You couldn't walk anywhere.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
And the set itself, bro, was fucking.
Thanks, man.
It was crazy. Pleasure, boy. No, it was fucking crazy. Listen, you haven't ever disappointed. I'll be honest with you. Even that one set he played at that rooftop jewel. What's it called?
Terror.
He played at Terror rooftop when it was still like open and shit. Bro, oh my god, it was the freshest.
That was also fun. It wasn't that busy, but like that's what I like when it's like intimate and the people are like right there with you. Not like on a big stage or anything. I like to be close to the dance.
So you'd prefer like playing at like more secluded things than
like an Ibiza after party.
Yeah.
Then on the main stage at Ultra now.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, fuck. But then again, the main stage at Ultra, I mean, fuck, you don't play that type of music, so.
Yeah, but still, just a big stage.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you do it, fuck. If they say on a big stage, you have to play on a big stage. But my favorite thing is like an intimate.
Like a boiler room kind of vibe, bro. That's fucking.
Fucking. Yes, bro. I was watching, like I sent in the other day, I watched the boiler room set Len Fucky, I don't know how they say it. But it was also fucking crazy. I'd love to go to the boiler room, bro. I think that's definitely a bucket list.
Oh yeah, there's a couple black coffee ones there that are, dude, just so surreal. Fucking love it, bro.
Yeah. But so that is that also one of your bucket list things to go to? Well, obviously go there, but play there. That would obviously be fucking.
I don't know. For me, Circle. So Clay, I don't know how you say it, but to play one of their things would be crazy.
Oh, bro.
There's not always a crowd, but the places that they take the artists to is just insane.
It's amazing. I watched one literally yesterday, and he was looking over like the most fucking crazy, like blue. What was it? Freshwater, but like blue, fucking crazy scenery. Just him, fucking jam up. I forget the guy's name, but yes, and the videography is fucking.
The one with the pyramids. That was crazy. It's like in front of the pyramids and they're filming from behind.
Yeah.
With the pyramids in front of him.
So it's like location-based sets where they play. I think I've actually might have seen one of them with Rufus the Soul once. Yeah. It's like in the desert and there's just lights. Oh yeah. I saw it. No, it's actually fucking amazing. It's very cool.
The whole setup of their videography is fucking unbelievable. There's also that one where
in Turkey with the balloons and shit.
That was sick. So I'm gonna fucking go straight up off of that shit. I watched Croatia Yacht Week. Fuck off.
I haven't seen that.
So literally, in Croatia, first of all, the sea is fucking like Mauritius, even better than it's clear as shit. And they literally park these yachts, in a circle. In a circle like that, they park the yachts, and obviously they tie it up, so it's whatever. Then there's one boat in the middle where the DJ is, and then everyone is on their little float fucking tubes. Doping.
But there's the most famous yacht party in the world every year is the Monaco, the F1 Grand Prix. And then they have a thing where there's literally, you walk down the road and then it's okay, people that got decent, they pay a few $1 million for this boat, and then it gets bigger and bigger, and then you get the yachts, and then you get this one lane where it's super yachts, bro, where these things are starting at a fucking $250 million, bro. Just fucking chilling there. And then they have a street festival from where to where. But my dad has a fucking funny story about this. So they're walking down this road and they just two fucking lighties in Monaco. In the 90s, my dad has hair down to his shoulders. Yeah. So they're ripping and rolling and they're partying on the streets, and some chick starts waving at him. What are these fucking mega yachts? So he's like, what the fuck, bro? So they go up, the bouncer comes to them, he's like, sorry, the lady's calling you. They let them up, they're like, no, just come here, get drinks, in 30 minutes she'll come greet you. So my dad and his mates are like, fuck yes, bro. And obviously now there's people dressed in suits and shit. Here's my dad in fucking jeans, a leather jacket, fucking downing the champers, but going, hey, fucking Terry's on the boat, shut us. So everybody's staring, it's such a scene, and eventually this lady comes down from the deck. She takes 2 steps, she goes, oh fuck, it's not this wrong person. And she goes down, and the bouncer just came, went to my dad, and he was like, come, you guys have had your fun? He was very nice about it, but he was like, okay, good on you boys, but he kept the fucking money.
They should have let him joel.
My dad said he was happy. He fucking downed half a bottle of whiskey, fucking prawns there, fucking walking out.
That's too cool. So you said it was in Monaco, eh?
So in the F1 Grand Prix, then in that strip, they have a fucking party. But then, obviously, because it's Monaco, you can imagine the priceless boats that people arrive in there.
And the woman.
Yeah, and the woman. And there's also that famous thing that everybody that arrives to the Formula One, at the gates, they'll have obviously a valet, and then they'll it's just the world's one of a kind supercars, fucking rocking up to the races.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. That's bro, one bucket list thing. I know me and Ginelio have talked about this before. But we have to go to Berlin, to go to Bergheim.
I don't know.
It's not everyone's fucking cup of tea.
Too hard.
I would just like to go just to experience it. I just want to see some.
Dude, well, shit. I've never gone to Germany myself, but I have a lot of mates that live there, and my brothers, obviously they're in the UK and they've gone to, and they say Berlin apparently is the fucking city to go, Jordan shit.
Yeah.
Apparently is fucking, I don't know what makes it so surreal, but everybody that's gone there has been bro, if you want to go Jordan, go to fucking Berlin.
But that's where Bergheim is, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I think.
What is Bergheim?
Yeah.
You're speaking.
Bergheim is literally, it's a building that used to be
I think it was a printing thing or something.
No. It was it might have been. Oh, I thought it was a politician's fucking whatever. Anyways, it's a huge building that they have a jewel there, but it's first of all, it's the stiffest jewel on earth apparently. From what you hear and what you you see the odd photo, but there's no actual photos of inside because first of all, you're not allowed to take fucking photos. It's toy.
Yeah, and if they check you on your phone in the line. They'll just say you're not going in. That's it.
So literally, there's literally lines. From what I've heard, there's lines of guys that stand in the line for 5 hours. That's how long the line is, and they don't. It's not the guy goes check your ID. You got a ticket. You tick. No. If they don't like the way your appearance and how you are and what you're wearing, they tell you to fuck off. So if you listen.
Oh, I don't like that.
So
fucking Germans,
if you're wearing if you're wearing like leather and you homosexual, you in. I know, like legit, bro. What's that one? The floor, the panorama. No,
At the bottom. I don't know what it's called.
That's something bar.
It's like a
It's
gay
a bar.
reggaeton.
It's literally like it's like the gay part of Bergheim. I'm trying to think what it's called. It's not piano bar. I don't know what the fuck. But anyways, there's a bar in there.
Panorama bar's the one outside that's more chilled.
Yeah.
That's the only place I go because I don't like this like hard tech.
Shit.
It's
I
not
know
my favorite.
I know you don't dig it, but just go there for a few hours, just to experience it.
Oh, dude, it just sounds like the worst. You fucking wait 5 hours, get to the front of the line, some guy's like, oh, are those the pants you wore today? And then you have to fucking go home. Dude, it sounds like the worst night
It does.
in the fucking world.
I know. I just the artists, dude, that I've seen and heard that it just sounds.
Even some of the artists haven't been let in. Like they'll get to the door and they'll tell him you're not going in, and he's like, "But I'm playing." And they have to get the organizers out there to let them in.
Oh,
You see the owner of Bergheim.
He's the bouncer, not the owner. Sven, whatever, Mark.
He's the bouncer. Sorry, apologies. You'd see this fucking China, bro. He's got about 496 fucking tattoos on his face, and like fucking piercings. But he's a rough.
Apparently,
over.
in Australia, he tried to go into a club, and they didn't want to let him in for different reasons. Like there, you won't get in if you look like too fancy, upper class. But in Australia, when he wanted to go in, they said no because he looked a bit dingy, so they didn't want to let him in.
Really?
It's funny.
What?
Yeah,
it's on Facebook.
Fucking hectic.
So yeah, but I think that's. So what is your? I know it's hard to say and whatever, maybe on camera, but like, what's your end goal when it comes to where would you want to be in, let's say, 10 years in your.
Staying in Europe, first of all, that's all I know.
Yeah.
After all my studies, I'm definitely going to head to Europe. Probably just Berlin, Germany is like where everyone is, most of the best producers, record labels. But the thing is, you'd have to learn German, I suppose.
Yeah.
But just hopefully just stay near there, play often.
And fucking boiler
Release
rooms and fucking. There's a lot of draws, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm only mentioning the ones that everyone knows, you know.
But short-term goal on release on Silva Talent is like one of the biggest labels for dance music, and it's also based in Germany. And Swoon, obviously.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Swoon's the one
So,
in South Africa.
when you're producing your music now, what is like the platform and stuff that you get it out
that's
there?
what I was about to ask.
I usually just, like, in the beginning I was like, no, I'm going to self-release. But the thing is, then the people that know me are the only people that hear it.
Yeah.
So now I try to get onto labels so that they can release it in their fan base. Obviously, yes, and if they like it, then I've got new fans. Otherwise, if I just keep releasing by myself, it won't really grow that much, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I just put it on SoundCloud privately, send the demos, and then wait for a yes or no. Hopefully they accept.
Oh shit! Fuck, that's
So how does it work? Do they, if they're like, okay, cool, we dig your, what was that song that you released that the other day? What was that?
Caught in a Storm.
That one. What? So like you obviously sent it to them, and then do they pay you to have it on their label, or how does it work? Or is that supposed to be?
You get like a contract, and then it'll say the royalty split. So whatever money's made from the track, you split or whatever. But to be dead honest, there's not much money releasing dance music unless you're gonna, I don't know, make something for the radio.
Well, I think music in general, that's the crazy thing. It's like a dead industry because back in the day, like you could have 2 concerts a year and then sell like a platinum album and then you fucking load it.
Yeah.
Now it's streaming and stuff. So like the money is in performing, bro. And that's I hate to use him as an example, but Justin Bieber, for instance, in 1 year he had,
your best friend.
Yeah, my best friend, my homie.
Isn't that your crush?
But he in 1 year had like 86 fucking concerts, bro. Like in fucking 12 different countries or something like that. You know what? And then you fucking made $200 million. But if you just think about that, like every fucking day he's like doing a concert, moving, doing a concert, moving, doing a concert, moving, doing a concert, moving, doing a concert. Going to another country, doing like 3 concerts in the country, going to another, and literally back to fucking back the entire year. That's what he does.
That is hectic.
It is fucking hectic.
I think Steve Aoki's got the world record for the most shows. It was like 300 and something, 400 and something.
Jeez, so in
then if you connect there, they have a look.
Yeah, I can check quickly. So you're telling me there's like fucking almost a fucking show a day, bro, for a whole year.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So that's like actually a day job for him. He just wakes up, he plays a set, goes back to bed.
But that's why all these guys, I think, get into the drugs because fuck,
They have to.
Are they going to stay awake?
Like, I know that sounds fucking stupid, but let me tell you something. When I hear guys, like, they're at Bergheim, they play for fucking 8 hours. I'm like, hold on now. And they're like, I heard another guy say the other day, it's like, yeah, bro, I mean, fuck, it doesn't sound hectic. You can play for 8 hours. I mean, you just take, like, breaks. I said, listen, my boy, there's no breaks. There's only schnaffing meth breaks. That's about it.
Yes, bro. What was that other latte that was so famous that died now from alcoholism?
Avicii.
Yeah, was it Avicii?
It was Avicii,
Yeah.
No, I think he committed suicide.
No.
Let me not get into my fucking conspiracy theory. No, that's not what this podcast is about.
Oh, is that what you rate, eh?
If you watch I forgot what video it is now, but there's one of his music videos.
Mm.
And when all this stuff was going on with like the child sex rings and stuff, everyone was going on saying, go watch this video. And in one of his last music videos, it's like a video of these kids, like, I don't know, they get like taken and they're trying to escape, and it's like a sex trafficking type thing with the kids in the video. So people were saying that he didn't kill himself, he was killed and they framed it to look like a suicide because he knew too much and blah blah blah. But anyway,
you know what the thing is?
Two sides
it
to
sounds so
story.
fucking crazy, but like
I wouldn't put it past
you
him,
wouldn't
right?
put it past it because like that's the kind of people that they would sell that shit to. That's why like all those Hollywood oaks are connected, because they're just like fucking partying, going from place to place, all coked up, and they're like, come dude, come meet these girls, and then they compromise you, and then they fucking always have something over you, bro. Because they make you sleep with these chicks. You think, fuck, you wake up in the morning, you find like 4 of them are 16, and now they're like, well, I guess you're gonna sign a 50-year fucking deal with this record label. And it seems so fucking evil, but there's so much shit about that. Like apparently Miley Cyrus, like one of her fucking issues with like the ups and downs of her career was also like people basically forcing her to do things or market herself in certain ways that she didn't want to. And then you're like, wait, who the fuck's making her like carry inflatable dicks on stage?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
But she claims that that's not her.
Not fully, but she's like heavily suggested like that, you know, there was crazy influences, and she was young and up and coming and trying to break from a certain image, and then, you know, they put a lot of pressure on her to do a certain thing and be a certain way.
Like when she released that video, her like swinging naked on a fucking ball and chain.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Just trying to be like too controversial and like trying to oversell like her body, like because they were just trying to get her out of that fucking Hannah Montana phase, and then like dude, because she actually is a fucking very good artist, but she's amazing actually. To get her out of that phase and then get her seen as like Miley Cyrus. So they're like, what you do is just show everybody your fucking pussy. Then nobody's going to look at you and beat off to Hannah Montana because that shit's illegal. And then that's fucking her music.
And that's what she did.
That's her music, yeah.
Fuck, really.
A lot of
these
there. Managers and stuff, they, like, especially with the pop artists, they force them to do this and that to build an image.
Yeah.
And then they go off the rails and then...
I can't remember what comedian it was, but he like made a good point about Britney Spears. When they hit me baby one more time, she got like a lollipop and she's all dolled up and she was sexed up. You know, she was 15 during that fucking time. Now you look at that in hindsight and go, holy fucking shit, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't know she was releasing so early on.
Yeah, bro. Well, she was a fucking liar. She was definitely not fucking of age, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Who'd you say? Britney Spears? That's fucking mad.
So when she started her early career and she was all fucking tits out and dancing like a little schoolgirl, she was fucking young, bro. So now you see, now you start looking at with all this Epstein and all this shit, you're like, bro, it was just a bunch of old men that are like fucking sexually exploited a lot of women, i.e. Charlize Theron. Yeah, she's definitely one of them. Like, she never ever said anything, but...
You mean
Charlize
Theron. When she says her son, I want to fucking hook her in and fucking...
No, there's no bra from fucking Benoni named Theron.
Yeah, no, fuck. But
I don't know how she got so...
I know
how
she got so...
She
sucked dick.
Yeah, it was fucking Harvey Weinstein because she wasn't famous or whatever, and then she got the role in Monster. And Harvey Weinstein, his production company or whatever, was involved in that movie. Monster. That was the one that she won the Oscar for, where she played that famous American serial killer. This one prostitute chick just went around like murdering people. So that was her breakout role. She won an Oscar for her first ever like major like performance. Okay. And then so she went from like.
So you say Epstein was involved in the.
Not Epstein, Harvey Weinstein. Sorry,
what Epstein? That's a different fucking conspiracy theory. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. It's a weird fucking industry, bro.
Is that wrong though? If you're a chick and you presented with the opportunity, so I'm like a dude and you're a chick.
You're a dude.
And then, like I say, Okay, now that I say it, it's probably gonna sound wrong, but like if
Let's
I'm like
say-
a dude and I own a production company, I'd be like, okay, you're a good actor, but if you suck my dick, you'll have the role, and then you suck my dick, and then I give you the role, and then you win an Oscar for the role. Like, is that evil or?
I think just dude. Well, it depends what your ethics are like, I guess. But fuck, I don't know. The thing
But
is,
it's not like Charlize Theron's gonna give the Oscar back now.
no, 100%.
Yeah, and she's not gonna be like, okay, listen, my
I
career
get what
was
you're
built
saying
on.
now. Like, I
Do you see what I'm
understand where you're
saying?
coming from, but it's
Probably
fun.
gonna get in trouble for that.
You know
one.
what I find so weird about like fucking Hollywood and just being just fucking famous people in general. It's crazy how so many people, yeah, like lighties aspire to be like fucking famous and act like fucking have all the millions of followers and all the money and shit, bro. But it's so crazy how not 90%, but like 80% of the time, those are literally the most unhappy people on this
I
fucking
don't
planet.
understand how.
It's I'll tell you, bro. I think first of all, it's got to do with obviously there's like a lot of pressure on them and everything they do. They have to watch out everything they do, what they wear, what they say every fucking 2 seconds a day. Like me and you, we sit at a bar, we fucking chat shit. I might say the wildest shit on this planet and I could get arrested, but no one fucking hears it. But when it comes to like if you're fucking like
Yeah,
you're
you're
Johnny
constantly,
Depp and
you're constantly under the spotlight.
you're
bro.
constantly under the spotlight.
And also the thing is, like,
100%.
a lot of those O's, bro, they are like actors in real life are notoriously known for just being like fucking
weird
like
fuckers.
weird fucking. They like a lot of them are like there's a fucking Stanley Kubrick that was like one of the best directors of all time. He always said like good thing about actors is like they're overly emotional people. Like that's why they can like good actors can fucking think because
Yeah,
they're
they
all a
can
bit fucking loopy and
loopy,
emotional and
yeah.
fucking like you've seen all those like behind the scenes Hollywood things where like someone bumps into fucking like Christian Bale and then he's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like you gotta like fucking tiptoe around them because they're so schizophrenic that you don't know what mood they're gonna be in.
That oak, bro.
Like-
that Christian Bale's a fucking animal, bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, some of his he played
He was the Batman in the Dark Knight series, the one with the
that
the
one,
Joker.
and he played. There's an amazing movie he played in. There was a boxing movie called I think it was just called Fighters, where he had like whatever like 6 sisters and he trained. It was with Mark Wahlberg and him. Fuck, bro, what an amazing role that oak played. But yeah, I've just heard as well from his side that he fucking puts everything into these roles. Like there's a photo of him when he was doing that, and then there's another photo. He did another scene or another movie where he lost like fucking 56 kilos or something fucking stupid.
Oh,
like that.
now I know it is.
You know,
Dallas Buyers Club. The guy from that movie.
No, that's Matthew McConaughey.
That's Matthew McConaughey, yeah.
And Jared Leto.
Um,
We gay cowboys. We got AIDS. That's the synopsis.
yeah, fuck, bro. That's a power actor. But before I forget this, I'm gonna go back to what we were saying about like all those depressed fucking rock stars and shit. But what was the actor's name that played in this recent Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Holy fuck, that was something else, bro.
He's a good actor. But we watched another movie.
But
on
he's
there.
also one of those O's that's also like he's proper cooked.
No, he's cooked.
He's proper cooked.
Bro, the thing is, you can't play that role that well.
Yeah, he's
and not
like
be cooked.
he's one of those O's that like Joaquin Phoenix. What the fuck? If you went to dinner with him, you'd be like, Jesus, get the fuck out of my house, dude.
Yeah.
He's like he's like fucking. First of all, he's so vegan that he's one of those O's that gets like arrested at protests like regularly. Like the cops know him. Like, oh god, here's Joaquin again. Like, oh dude, he's like fucking. He's like level 3 vegan, bro. Like anything that casts a shadow, he can't eat, bro. Like he's fucking.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, he's like hectic into that, but he's also, I don't know, but he's such like a reserved, and he's like a method actor. So apparently, like the whole time during the Joker, like he plays like the character and all that shit. It's just this is way too much.
Like
dude.
the whole
so-
time during filming.
So,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
doesn't go off that character, he keeps it.
No, he
Isn't
stays.
that why the last Joker fucking killed himself?
Well, yeah, Heath Ledger. Yeah.
What's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
That was the one that killed
So
him.
the Keith Ledger, apparently this is what they say, is that he put himself so much into that role that once the movie was done and was released, he couldn't get himself to be himself
Be
again.
normal again. He didn't know what it was.
Yeah, but then
And
he
he
became like almost like borderline schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic, yeah.
He was like locking himself in his apartment, just taking a bunch of like calming meds, fucking like writing these weird ass notes, and
Yeah.
he went.
I think maybe that's why also these rock stars and pop stars, none of them go crazy because they put on a persona and they don't know who they are anymore at the end of the day. And
100%.
fucking,
But
And you know what
sometimes of them can't be themselves because they're themselves. They'll be fucking arrested or or you
Or not be famous.
Or not
Yeah.
be famous. Exactly.
And the other thing is also like, bro, it's like too much of the jaw. Like if you just fucking, you walking on stage, you climbing on stage, you're just fucking doing drugs, fucking chicks, and you do that loop, dude, eventually you become like, you're not even a human anymore. Bro.
Yeah,
You're just
it's
like
just
fucking recovering from your hangover enough just to play your fucking set.
You're
And then,
drugless.
you're drugless. And the thing about those like high functioning fucking like drug addicts or alcoholics or whatever is because they like high functioning and they also have so much money and they have access to it, bro, they can like spiral for so long before they hit rock bottom.
And then they realize
That's the problem.
when they hit
Yeah.
rock bottom, they're like, bro.
And then it's
I've
like
got
rock
no
bottom.
family now. I got no friends.
Yeah,
real
I got
friends.
fucking,
Yeah.
I got nothing. The only thing I got in my
Just
life
think
is
about
fucking
like
music.
you get hooked on drugs 2-3 months, you fucking get into rehab, you can wreck a lot of shit. I'm not saying that it's comparable like either situation, but imagine having like a 10-year spiral because you fucking had like money and fucking this and this and this. Like Charlie Sheen, dude. I don't know if you know his story. He's one of the most, dude. There's a point in life where you can get so evil that it just becomes funny. Like I'm convinced that he's like probably one of the funniest people in the world. Bro, he gave a girl AIDS, and then when she was like, dude, like, you fucked me, I asked you, do you have AIDS? You said no. He's like, it's none of your fucking business. I'm noble for telling you. Like, that was his actual response, dude.
Is he still alive?
No, he's still alive, but he's like, oh, dude.
Charlie Sheen is a fucking... Bro, why do you think he played that part in 2.5 Men Long?
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah, not only that,
Done,
you know
that's
that,
him.
like, he had a fucking relationship. So he got like buggered in Hollywood like a lot. He was like molested and shit a lot when he was a younger kid. Because he started his acting career like 11, 12 in Hollywood. When he was 19, he was dating that Cody kid from that one series that was 13. So he was like in a homosexual relationship when he was 19 with a 13-year-old. And then in one interview when they
fucking homo.
Yeah, when they question him, he's bisexual.
Oh, shit,
That's where that bi winning comes from. Because the lady was like, "Are you bisexual?" And he's like, "No, I'm bi winning. I'm a tiger blood." And then, but the point is, like, he was so when that kid was 13, he was 19. So that's also super inappropriate. But when they asked him in an interview, they're like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like, that's a pretty inappropriate relationship. He's like, "That's just what guys in Hollywood do." Like, it's fucking, it's so fucking. He's so evil, bro. He's such a shitty fucking person.
I mean, there's a story where I think it was Mike Tyson was telling a story about how in his coke days, like fucking the way Charlie Sheen used. Think about this, bro. Mike Tyson, the craziest motherfucker on this planet, especially back then, has the fucking the nerve, not the nerve, but you know what I mean, to say that Charlie Sheen is the craziest motherfucker he's ever met. That's when you know. Well, not in those exact words, but he was like, "Listen, dude, I went fucking partying with Charlie Sheen."
Bro, then I used to say,
like,
Charlie Sheen used to say they used to buy 7 grams of crack and then smoke it at once. Now, I don't smoke crack, but I'm telling you that is a lot of fucking crack, bro. And he's like, yeah, I've just used to fucking buy, smoke 7 grams of crack. That's what I do.
Like some of his interviews. Bro.
No, but that's what he says to the chick in his one interview. He's like, I'm different. I've got tiger blood. She's like, shouldn't that drug kill you? No, I'm trying to cheat. Fuck.
He's crazy.
I haven't seen any of his interviews.
No, he's box office, dude.
Yeah. It's weird how so many of these but you know what I wanted to say is that I think the reason why a lot of these things, especially like these days, like the fucking all these singers, all these rappers, whatever, the rock stars and shit, the reason why they're so good and the reason why they've got things to fucking sing about is because they fucked, bro. But they all fucked up in there. Listen, not all of them, but a lot of them are
but
fucked. So they have something
to
sing about. They have something to write about. Think about it. This is what they fucking rap about these days and sing about. Drugs, alcohol,
a lot of it's fake though.
Woman.
Yeah. A lot of it's just flexing.
Like 6ix9ine, he's not a gangster.
No, but
He's not a gangster.
But you can tell me that guy's not fucked in his head. No, he's fucked in his head, and that's why he can come up with this fucking shit. But
yeah, well, that's like Kanye West, dude. He's like, he's absolutely fucking cooked, bro. But you can't deny his music ability is incredible. And they're like, bro, just like the artists that he's worked with and the shit that he's produced, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But dude, like, that's also another person that he would probably, like, if there was a gun on the table, you would probably just shoot yourself because it'd be quicker to like reach over and then shoot him to stop him talking. He's fucking just
you watch the one with
bro,
Joe
he's so
podcast.
like he's so like schizophrenic that you can't keep track of what he's saying. He's like, fucking yeah, man. And then I knew that I was gonna be famous because I saw a telephone the other day. My auntie phones me. I'm like, she never that's it. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? And then literally the caption's like, Kanye West not being president. And she's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, but
Has he always been like that?
He's always been.
Has he always been?
One of my favorite stories about him, Dave Chappelle said, like, he's like, the first time he met Kanye, he knew that he was going to be like famous because they're like in a recording studio and Kanye's playing and someone phones him, so he stops the shit and he just answers the phone. He's like, "Hey, hello." He's like, "Yeah, it's fucking me, Kanye." He's like, "I'm with David Chappelle recording music because I'm Kanye and I do cool ass shit." And he puts down the phone and just carries on fucking playing, and everybody's like, "Okay, cool, yeah." He's gonna fucking.
Yeah.
He's gonna
and
do.
that's why just like I'm saying, bro. They've all got something to sing about, bro. And also that's why I'll be honest with you. That's one of the reasons I listen to so much fucking like dance music, bro. Fucking techno, deep house, all this shit. Because I don't want to listen to fucking alcoholic, fucking drug addict, depressed, fucking.
It's not
rock
good for the
stars.
kids, is what Lyle's trying to say.
Bro, it is. It's
Dance music is for the
bad,
kids. That's
bro.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
all they talk about is fucking drugs and depression. That's it. And you're like,
There is a weird fucking like synth fucking emo genre that looked like that Little Peep and all those fucking type of
I used
oats.
to like that a few years ago.
Yeah, me too. I also went through a phase where I was like, this is banging. And then like it went through my playlist again and I was like, oh my god, dude, this song's like, it's marketed to 13-year-olds. It's about like dying in the room and on Xanax and shit, dude.
it's
Oh,
fucked
up, bro.
That's why I like, that's why I don't listen to that fucking shit anymore. Because that's what you're listening to over and over and over. It's gonna have an
You're filling your life with that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't fuck. That's why doof music. That's the one, my boy. Check. Good job, you fucking. So tell me, what's obviously like fuck. I guess I can't even ask this question because we don't know what's gonna happen with fucking COVID. I guess I was gonna ask. Like, have you got any fucking gigs lined up? What's the plans for 2021? What's this? What's that? But you don't know.
Making music, not re-releasing. I've got like, I think 8 tracks now that are done. Now I'm just looking for labels. But I don't know. Maybe I'm aiming too high, but I'll just keep going and then we'll see what happens.
Fucking beautiful. And
Even if I have them for years and years, we'll see.
Tell everyone where they could like. I mean, fuck. I guess they can find your music on fucking any platform.
Anyway.
I guess just Ginelio fucking.
Ginelio. Try spell it though.
Yeah.
I've done that.
We'll put the link in the
links,
description and all the just of it.
And I want to ask you, I think we'll finish off on this one. So like with now social media and like all of these platforms, especially on YouTube, there's stuff like Mr. Suicide Sheep and stuff. I don't know if you know what that is. So it's basically like that. They like got a following of like 15 million people, whatever, on their YouTube channel, and then they get like artists that they like or whatever, and then they just promote them like for free. So they'll just upload your song and be like, "Hi, this is Ginelio," or whatever. And then obviously because they have 15 million like subscribers, whatever, like instead of like 10,000 people you're following scene, obviously now it goes to your wider audience.
What did you say it's called?
It's called Mr. Suicide Sheep, but there's a whole bunch of different channels like that on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
I only saw like when someone made like, I don't know who it was, but they made like a compilation of all these artists and they put adverts over it and all the subscribers were watching to give money through the adverts to the artists. I don't know what that was.
But now tell me, how does it work with like record labels that you've released your music on? Are you assigned to them? So now you can't release it anywhere. Like
No.
So that's their
track.
It's their fucking song.
That track is signed to them. I can't go sign it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But like now, there's one of the tracks that I released on, I think it's a Belgium label. I'm not even gonna try to say the name. But one of the tracks that I released is like, so another label approached them to re-release it. So then they re-release it, but it stays on the original label.
Okay.
But then the money that they make goes to the label and the artist. So the original label and the artist, and then they take like a small amount.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's possible.
Okay.
They license the music out to someone else.
Okay, I see.
But I can't go.
You can't
do it myself.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Fuck, bro. That's fucking cool, bro. And just to think that bro, not too long ago you told me, yeah, bro, I'm fucking start DJing, whatever, and now he's fucking releasing shit on fucking labels, Belgian labels, bro. That's too cool. Fuck, bro. If you've done that in honestly, you've only been DJing. Like, when was your first gig?
It depends. Private, like I used to play private shit.
Yeah.
But not anymore. That's not the thing anymore. Now it's just like, because I mean, I always say you can't play private things and play hip hop and all this stuff. And then when you show up at a club, they're gonna be like, what's he gonna play today? You want to be known. This is what he's gonna play. Imagine Black Coffee shows up and he breaks down a hip hop set. Everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck
is going on here? Yeah,
this is country for Black Coffee.
Okay, but wait, I'm trying to ask you
back to the question.
Where was your first proper gig? Like you got fucking pay, they invited you, like that type of shit. Was it fucking back at recess days?
Yeah, back recess. I was still in primary school, and I still remember I didn't know how to mix properly, and I was busy mixing. And I would do so. What the hip hop DJs do is they'll play a track and then they'll drop it out and put the next one. They're do it when the break comes of the song and then they'll bring the next one.
Yeah.
But with dance music, you have to match the kicks onto each other. And then they play together and you slowly take the one out.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing that. I was just drop mixing. And I still remember the owner came and he was like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, fuck. I think I was 11, maybe 10. But it was under 18 at recess. And I was up in the booth.
Wild, bro. 10-year-old rocking it at the booth.
What? That's mad. Bro, do you want to hear a crazy story about me? I know this is, like I said before, this is the fucking Ginelio podcast, not the Lau Francis podcast. Bro. I checked the one day, I see a post on some social media, I don't remember. It says Ridgebacks. It says Ridgebacks giving away 10,000 Rand prize for the best up and coming DJ. But you can't be a professional. You go, I was 10 grand, your mother. I'll fucking. Bro, I went there to Ridgebacks. I thought, because it was a Tuesday night thing, but I thought, oh fuck, bro, no one will be there. I just fuck.
Easy 10 grand.
I literally made I used a program on the computer, some free fucking program. Put a fucking 30-minute set on a flash disk. Plug that thing. I went to Ridgebacks, plug that thing in, and even the guy comes to me. He's like, "Where's your other flash disk?" Like, no.
You've only got one.
I was like, "No, don't stress. I'll put it in now. I'm just trying to sort something out." Played the fucking set. It was fucking terrible, bro. My mixing was cuck. It gets to 10 o'clock, bro, and the whole place is fucking filled up, and I'm halfway through this fucking set, bro. I shit myself. I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't want. I literally just stood there, and I was acting I was fucking mixing. I was just acting
you win at the end of the day.
I didn't even come close to it.
I never asked you if you won.
No, I didn't get that 10 grand. Fuck all. Even my boot and his mates came because they knew I was DJing at Ridgebacks. So I was like, fuck this shit.
That's the worst. Dude, I can just imagine.
I was literally acting
everybody, DJ Lau.
DJs are fucking doing shit and they're on the drop. I was even doing that, but I wasn't moving anything. I was just acting. I was just above the thing. I was like, oh fuck, you check that.
Wasn't anyone around you watching?
But then the next DJ comes up to play, and I'm like, I don't know how to make sure the song's still playing when I take the USB out.
It doesn't keep playing when you take the USB out.
That's what, I don't know that shit. So he puts his USB on the other side. I'm like, okay, fuck, surely it must have. He was also a lighty, so he's like, yo, just pull it out, bro. That thing, the whole place was dead. And then it took him about 5 minutes to start playing, bro. I was like, no,
that's the worst fucking thing ever. Oh shit.
It actually happened at VAC. I still remember I told you the next day. So when there's a big crowd like that, I play around with the shit because you get pumped up from the crowd. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if there's no one there, you just make sense, whatever. But when there's people, you go crazy and do shit. And I still remember there was a track playing, and I was going crazy. And then I had a cappella. I think it was the thing I started with house. This is our house and our house music, or whatever that. And I thought I was going to hit that as this thing dropped. But instead of hitting that, I was busy building, and I hit the one that was playing, and it just went off, and I was like, fuck, so I got it going again, and everyone was like, they thought it dropped, but I was like, oh no. I
remember that's fucking the same song play again.
Yeah,
I remember.
Oh, that's fucking smooth.
Nobody's really smooth.
And everyone was like, I was like, fuck.
No, but I remember that fucking all too well, Janina. It was
even going out there, when you eventually know what they're doing, you can see when they do something wrong, and you'll see everyone's like, yeah, and you're like,
No.
Something just went wrong. But most guys will just like play it off. It's better than just standing there. Like,
once you become good, you fucking learn, bro. It's not your first rodeo, you know. Yeah. It's fucking it up. Listen, obviously, I'm a resident fucking Ridgeback DJ, so
I didn't take much, bro. They're probably still fine, Lyle. How's it, bro? There's no one wants to come here. Can you fucking?
It was literally like DJ Old School.
Where was this?
That's what it was. I don't know. It's probably like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And
well, that's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever heard in my life. Dude.
And you know what's the funny spot? I wasn't embarrassed at all, bro. I was
well,
like,
I
fuck this
that
shit.
past you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, bro. If I was there, I would have been laughing.
Fuck, dude. And there was even some fresh chicks that I knew. I was like, fuck. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Bro. And the worst thing is I didn't even win the fucking 10,000 rand.
Well,
what's the worst part of that story is you expected to win the 10,000.
And you know I made the set like literally like 5 minutes before we like, fuck, I forgot I'm playing tonight. Anyways, fuck, we need to stop talking about that shit. Anyways, fucking hell. Beautiful. Bro, thanks so much for fucking coming.